Welcome guys to another weekly pair focus, guys. This is the pairs that I will be focusing on for next coming week. On weekend I scan the market and filter out pairs that don't make sense to me and focus on pairs that I believe they are high probability to play out. So let's focus on the first pair, which is GBP-CHF. On GBP-CHF, guys, let's look on daily. On daily, we can see we're still in a downtrend. We can say this is a trend in trend. We have bearish trend inside a bearish trend, guys. So this is one of the confirmation, guys. Now what are we focusing on? We're focusing for this pair to retest at this level and continue going down, give us a double bottom before we can start shooting up. So on next pair, maybe if you can check maybe on 1 hour, you can see. So I'm expecting it to buy first before we can start looking for those selling opportunities. So let's go on next pair, which is GBP AUD. On GBP AUD, let's focus on a weekly time frame, so we'll understand where I'm coming from with GBP CHF. Let's look on a weekly. We can see on GBP CHF what I have. We had this impulse and this was a correction, and it broke out of the correction, giving us another correction. So I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. Let's go on a daily. So now if you can see, we're still in the correction. We're still in a correction. On GBP AUD. So now it broke out of a correction and went back again inside that correction, guys. So let's go on a 4 hour. So on a 4 hour, you can see it gave a first touch of the resistance trend line, second touch, and now we're at a third touch of the trend line. So at the third touch, it gave us this double top here, and it went breaking this resistance, giving a retest. Let's look at 1 hour so that you can be able to see that retest. You can see this retest turning this trend line into a supporting this resistance into a support, and it broke. Now we're in another correction, so it might come to this level and continue going down, or it might respect until this level. It might respect until this level and it can continue going down. It can continue going down. So that's what I'm expecting on GBP AUD, guys. If you can check, it's another head and shoulder pattern, guys. It's another head and shoulder. So this is one of the high probability trade for me. It's a head and shoulder pattern, guys, if you can check it. Let's go to another pair, Euro GBP. On Euro GBP, guys, as you can see on a daily, it touched this resistance, guys, and the way it was moving, it was in a correction. It was in a correction. So now, as we can see on a 4 hour, we had this reversal candle, guys, that confirming that we're going on a downtrend. So now, because it's still on top of support, I'm expecting it to break this support and break this supporting trend line and turn it into a resistance, so we can continue going down. And if you can see, it made a lower low, guys. So this was the low. So now I'm expecting it to break and give a retest so we can continue going down. So that is a confirmation I'm waiting for Euro GBP. Let's look on another pair, Euro JPY. Let's go on a bigger time frame. So on Euro JPY, guys, we can see where the market is still trapped here at the high, guys. So it gave a double bottom here, a double bottom. So if you can look on a daily, it started moving to the upside. So this is what we have. So now I'm expecting it to continue going up. But what I saw a inverse head and shoulder as another confirmation. I saw inverse head and shoulder as another confirmation. This is the left shoulder, this is the head. Now we're in a right shoulder. So on a right shoulder is still playing inside the right shoulder, guys. It's still playing inside the right shoulder. Still playing inside the right shoulder. So on a 1 hour, you can see now it broke this resisting trend line and resisting support, turning it into a support. So now we're gonna go to the downside. I'm expecting it to go here before I can start buying, guys. Before I can start buying, as we can see, we had this beautiful structure towards the upside. So now we can expect those small sell before we can start going with the buying opportunities. AUDJPY. On AUDJPY, guys, let's look on the daily. So AUDJPY, guys, we see it's still trapped here. It's still trapped here, guys. So now we can see on previously gave a double top and it went down. So now it came again, gave this strong impulsive candle. So now I can see we're in a correction of this ascending channel. So we might expect it to go to the downside of this ascending triangle. So we might expect it to go to the downside. So if it reached this level, so it might give us a head and shoulder pattern as another confirmation. It might give us a head and shoulder as another confirmation, guys. So we can say this is the left shoulder, this is the head. So it might come here to complete the right shoulder before it can start shooting to the downside. Let's go on a 4 hour. As we can see, guys, on a 4 hour, this is what we have, guys. This is what we have. We can see it now at a resistance. It's now at a resistance, and it did give a engulfing candlestick. So if we can look careful on 1 hour, we can see where a double, we had a double top, it broke out, and now it's gonna give us a retest here. So this was a high and it went down making a low. So now it's retesting, making a higher low. So you're gonna expect it to go to the downside. Let's go on another pair, USDJPY. So on USDJPY, guys, let's go on a daily. So on USDJPY, I'm not quite sure if it will go back to touch this trend resistance trend line and go down, or at this resistance it will give us a touch and go down. But let's go on a 4 hour so that you can see what I'm talking about, guys. So this one I won't just take an entry first. I will wait for it to give me those confirmations. I will wait for it to give me those confirmations, guys, before we can start making entries. Because the reason I'm waiting for confirmation is that you can see it gave us this double top here. It gave us this double top here. It gave us this double top here, but the break here, it was not that impulsive for me, so I won't consider this as a correction. I think it might go up again, correct to this side. That's when I will expect those selling opportunities. But to take selling opportunities here, for me, I won't take those selling opportunities, guys. Let's go on NZDJPY. Let's go on a 4 hour. let's look on a daily. As you can see guys, NZDJPY is still inside this range guys, still inside this range, but overall we're going up, we're going to the upside. But now let's look what's happening before we can start taking those buying opportunities. Now we can see it broke this supporting trend line, very impassive. Now it is in a correction, so now I'm waiting to see if it will break to the downside. Then I will have maybe a pending order going down, but my highest probability is that if it can come here and we can go down because of this 4-hour candlestick, maybe we can get another engulfing candlestick to engulf this 4-hour candlestick so that it can come to this level and we can go down with it guys. AUDCHF, this one guys doesn't need much of explanation, like is where it is guys. AUDCHF. So now it came back to retest here, so now it's still in a correction, so we're expecting it to push higher. We're expecting it to push higher. Guys. So let's look on a smaller time frame. You can see we're in this downtrend guys, and now it's giving us a double bottom guys. So we can see we have this double bottom, so that's what we might expect. So for confirmations, let's go on 1 hour so that we can see what's happening on 1 hour. So you can see here previously it gave this reversal pattern to the downside, and it went up, and it's coming back again to give us those reversal patterns. So I'm expecting a breakout, and this one I'm gonna enter at momentum of a breakout guys. I'm going along with this one. NZD/USD. Sorry about that. So with NZD/USD guys, let me see. So we can see we have an inverse head and shoulder guys. We have an inverse head and shoulder. This is the left shoulder, this is the head. So now we're expecting it to complete the right shoulder. So maybe it will come and retest there, so I can make an entry from here. Or if it goes down, give us this double bottom, I will make entry here. But I'm expecting it at least to come retest here, and we can go long with this one guys. We can go long with this one at least to this level here. GBP USD. With GBP USD guys, I will say I'm still waiting for confirmations for this one, because it gets giving us this reversal and a double bottom, so I'm not quite sure if it will go up or continue going down. So this one I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna put it on the watch list. GBP CAD. On GBP CAD guys, I'm expecting buying opportunities. Guys. You can see we have this small double bottom, so I'm expecting it to retest at this level here, and when it start going up, I will enter guys. So those all pairs I have for this coming week guys. Those are the pairs that I'll be focusing on for next coming week guys. Hope guys have a good profitable trading week. May the blue screen be with you. I love you all guys.